Well, hello, we're finally here. It is the grand final of ZoomDown. And what a show we have for you tonight. We have the great Conor Travers playing the wonderful Jonathan Wynn. And our very, very, very special guest tonight is an all-time great. It's Allan Saldanha. And we have the whole team in tonight, so you're in good hands. So Fiona, yeah, full house tonight?
Yeah, it's a busy one.
A busy one, yeah. So we're finally here, ZoomDown 31, the grand final, where we've had 57 people entered, I think. So we're down to the final two. I think it was Stephen. I forgot to mention Stephen. We also have Stephen Reid tonight, our resident statistician. Hi, Stephen.
Hi.
Sure you have some cracking stats for us tonight?
Oh, many, including, well, we've got a summary of the series. We've got a tale of the tape coming up between Conor and Jonathan.
Cool.
And there's even a clickbaity stat.
Nice.
This number of maxes guarantees you'll win a ZoomDown game. You won't believe what it is.
And we'll get your guesses in now then. So we have Mouse and George monitoring the chat, putting a few questions to you.
Yeah, they're liking all of our suits. You know, they think we've done a good job with that.
We all look very, very smart tonight, don't we? So,
especially Jonathan.
Yeah. Well, we'll come to the players in the moment. We have James. You looking forward to this one?
Absolutely, yeah. Although I'd say, Fiona's doing some good tech work. George and Mouse are our hype masters in chief in the chat. Stephen's our statistician, and I read words off a screen and click buttons.
You are.
I don't quite hold as much of a highbrow role, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Like cracking standard all series, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, you've all. I wanted to say, coming to you, you've all done a fabulous job, all the team. I wanted to publicly express my thanks to you all because we couldn't have done this. You know, people give me the credit, but it's all of you. So we couldn't. Fiona been amazing. James been amazing. George, Mouse, you've all been brilliant and all done it in a sort of different way. There's not been a set way of doing things, which has kind of been cool. It's just been very creative and finding a solution. Like that time when my power cut went down, and you just show must go on. There you go. That's the right attitude. Pay attention. That's how you get stuff done in life. Just keep going on with the show. People need entertained. And we're here to our grand final, which is an amazing achievement. It feels good to rubber stamp this series, Fiona, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at earlier, you know, the sort of 54 heat games and the 4 quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals, and we're finally here. It's a good feeling.
It was amazing, yeah. And we have the wonderful Allan Saldanha. Welcome to ZoomDown.
Hi, Paul.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're a man whose name still resonates strongly in the countdown world. People were like, no, he's not. You won't get him. No, is he really? Is he really coming? Is he really booked? There was a lot of that. So looking forward to having a good chat with you at the end of round 6 and find out how you are, and hope you enjoy the final. Did you watch the semis the other night?
I haven't watched, I'm afraid.
You haven't watched? That's okay.
No,
we'll let you off. Well, you're in for a treat if you do watch it.
I'm looking forward to this, yeah.
If you do watch, you're in for an absolute treat because we'll come to our players. So, Conor Travers, welcome back to the final episode of ZoomDown.
Yeah,
you wanted to be here. You got here.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
It definitely wasn't easy. You had a couple of scares along the way.
Yeah, well, even one defeat.
Yeah. So, but those games the other night were absolutely fabulous. Per Elliot. Elliot would have beaten anybody else at that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't really do much else, and I still needed 2 instant conundrums to get
and you did get them, and it was so impressive, and it was just brilliant watching it back. And normally I wait till the chat loads, but I kind of watched it without the chat because it was just they were brilliant games of countdown, and very impressed. And Jonathan Wynn, you followed it up. You followed up that cracking match with
it's a tough opening act to follow.
But you did it. 17
yeah. I mean, we all know how good Bradley is on numbers. So to take some numbers rounds off him was a a massive bonus. And
You did. You played like a man on fire.
yeah. Now I'm here with all these countdown greats, and I'm kind of just happy to be here, really. You know.
Oh, you're one of them, Jonathan. You are. You're a man for the big occasion.
Well, we'll find out tonight, hopefully.
We'll find out tonight. We will indeed.
Yeah.
Speaking of countdown greats, Damien, the series producer, is in the chat, and he has asked us to pass our regards on to Alan. So, yeah, that.
There you go, Alan. You see,
Yes.
see how much your name resonates. It's
You got to have a long memory, though.
They have, yeah. So do I. So yeah, there's a lot of people. It's certain names. I mean, your own name, Conor, Travers' name. They sort of they. Once I strike fear into the hearts, but they're very resonant, extremely resonant names in this community. So, sorry, Conor. I know you were going for the striking of the fear into the hearts, but.
Well, he's done it with me, and that's what he needs to do, isn't it? So that's fine.
But it's been absolutely brilliant. We'll come to Stephen Reid. Have you got any stats for us to whet our appetite for this game?
Oh, yeah, well, we'll start with tail of the tape, as it were. A comparison between our two finalists.
Yes.
And it's closer in most regards than you might expect, or it's closer than Jonathan might fear at any rate. The total number they both played 6 games. Jonathan's actually won all 6. Conor did lose 1 to Callum.
That's right.
Conor's slightly ahead on points, 699 to 683. Conor's ahead on overall maxes, 77 to 65. That's out of 90. But Jonathan has solved more conundrums. He's done 5 to 4, not counting tie breaks. If you do, it's 6-5. And there's an omen for both of you. Conor, you've dropped a total of 8 points from letters rounds over your 6 games. You've yet to be beaten in the letters round. You've only lost 3 rounds in total. 2 of them were numbers. But that doesn't necessarily mean you'll win, because there are 4 players in this series of ZoomDown who have been beaten by their opponent on the letters games, but have still managed to win overall. 2 of those people are Jonathan.
2.
Jonathan did it against Dinos. He was 6 points down on the letters and won. And he did it against Bradley in the semi-final. 14 points down on the letters and managed to win on the tiebreak. One of the other 2 people was Callum against Conor.
That's what it takes, you see, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to take something like that tonight, isn't it?
Yep, so anything is possible, gents.
It's going to take... It is going to take... Hope you brought your A game, as I said to you the other night. You definitely did the other night, so I hope you've got some left. Some more left in the tank. But this is very much looking forward to this game. So, how are the chat tonight, lads? What's the atmosphere like in there?
Yeah, it's looking good so far. Although, with all us all in suits, poor Jonathan looks like he's having a Zoom conference with social services.
Connor's not in a suit, is he? I've got Paul Pin now, but Conor isn't in a suit, is he, or is he?
He's not in a suit, but he's got a smart shirt on.
We've got a lot of people like.
I did okay with this with Paul before.
I was going to say that is Jonathan's smart, I think.
Yeah. That's the best I can do.
What we say, Mouse?
Oh yeah, just a lot of people sort of remembering Alan when they were younger, like when he was younger, beating all the adults. Some of the younger generation are saying the same about Conor. So, meh.
There are big similarities. We'll maybe come to that
at
the end of
Has anybody said that about me?
Unfortunately, not yet. But there's time. There's time.
Yeah, give it another decade.
Yeah, give it well, I was going to say an hour, but yeah, UK decade. Yeah. So anyway, I think we'll get on with this cracker of a game if everyone's ready. I'm ready. Been waiting for this all day. So, the very best of luck, gentlemen. You have done amazingly well to get here, so keep it going. 15 more rounds. Right.
Best of luck to you both.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Conor.
Good luck, Jonathan.
Jacking off me. Right, If we're ready, it's player 1 is Conor. So Conor, it's your letters in our grand final. Take it away.
Could I have 3 consonants and 3 vowels, please, Paul?
You can indeed. They are R, B, and T. O, E, and A.
And a consonant?
Is a V for volante.
And a vowel?
Is another A.
And a final consonant, please.
Okay, and a final L, and that's zoomed down. Conor.
Just 7.
7, and Jonathan.
7.
Yours, please, Conor.
A bloater?
A bloater, yes.
Yeah, the same word, bloater.
And 2 bloaters. Well, James, was there anything more?
Yeah, it was a good start to ease ourselves in. 7 was the best. There's quite a few 7s available. So to rattle off the list, we have ablator, aerobat, bloater, which we've mentioned. I'm going to botch this pronunciation. I'm going to say it's latibra or latebra. Levator, rateable, retable, or votable. They're your list of 7s.
Had one of those. Good solid start. And we're into round 2. Jonathan, your first selection.
Yeah, just 3 consonants and 3 vowels, please, Paul.
Okay. Y, P, and S. A, E, and A.
And a consonant.
An L.
And a consonant.
Another S.
And a vowel, please.
And a final A, and that's zoomed down. Jonathan.
I will stick with 6.
Okay, and Conor?
I will also stick with 6.
Yours, please, Jonathan.
Lapses.
Lapses, yes, and Conor?
Yes, same word.
Same word, okay. Very nice. Were they right to stick, or was there more?
Well, there was more. So
Hey,
the max final is already off, I'm afraid. Yeah, there were 2
Stop,
7s.
Jonathan?
Was one of them Payless?
No.
Payless was not one of them, so well left.
Yeah, you were right to leave that. Yes.
Oh no.
Is one of them quite rude?
Not sure.
Unless,
Conor.
I mean, unless I don't know the definition
Yes.
of them, I've looked
Yeah,
up
very
one of them.
Erudite, rude word. If it is.
Well, the one that I've looked up is, here we go, we've got it, is Plas. So Plasses for 7, Plaases. It's a farm or homestead in South Africa. And
Mildly deprecative.
Oh, is it?
That's not, but that's what it says.
and the other one, which is Palaces or Palaces.
Palaces or palaces.
Or Palaces.
It's just a spelling of palace.
It's a tree of eastern India and Burma.
No.
So they are 2 7s.
Yeah, I know the one you were thinking of now, Conor, but probably not, no.
Yeah, Eddie guessed that in the chat.
Yeah,
Lots of
okay.
people get
Sorry.
that in the chat.
With the 3 A's, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, just
2
2.
Anyone got those 2 strange 7s?
No, only Palus and the alternative. I'm not seeing any of. Okay, no, Ronan got classes.
Ronan got classes, yes, Ronan got
Yeah,
that.
anyway.
Nice, okay. Very good. Right, 13 all. And we're into our first numbers round. That is you, Conor.
I will just have one large number, please.
Okay. Your numbers are 5, 7, and 1. 10, 7, and your large one is 100. And your target, 925. Conor, 925.
Yeah, 925.
And Jonathan.
95.
Cool. Take it away, Conor.
100 minus 7.
Yeah.
Times 10, subtract 5.
Take off the 5. And Jonathan.
7 minus 5 is 2.
Yeah.
100 plus 2 is 102. 10 minus 1 is 9.
10 minus 1 is 9.
And you've got the other 7 left over to add on for 925.
Yeah, okay. Slightly round the houses there, but yeah, got there. 10 points, nonetheless. I'm assuming there wasn't a LNAFP solution, was there? Can you get there? Can you get that far? No.
I highly doubt it with the 1.
No, you can't get to it. All right. So 10 points each, 23 all.
And while we've got this gap, Conor, Callum is asking, what is that little mascot behind you?
I was about to say that.
It's a little dinosaur. He's supposed to intimidate Jonathan. He actually just
I
just
can't
looks
actually
quite
see
cute.
you, so it's not working very well. I've got Paul pin, so the only person I can see is Paul. But
he looks intimidating as well there, Conor. He really does. Now, so you got the haircut there as well, did you?
Yeah. I needed some impetus.
You did, right. As long as you haven't lost your strength now, you know, so.
Let's see.
Callum reckons it's Apterus Rex. But yeah, well done anyone who said dinosaur.
Right, we're into round 4. Jonathan, your letters, please.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please, Paul.
Okay, K, S, and R. E, U, and E.
Consonant.
Is it T?
Vowel.
O.
And another vowel, please.
And the final O. Jonathan.
I've only got 6, I'm afraid.
Okay, and Conor.
Yes, 6.
Okay, Jonathan.
Retook.
Retook. Okay, yeah, and
And
Conor.
stroke.
And stroke. Looks like a flat round, James, is it?
Very. Nothing more.
Lots and lots of them, I see.
Lots of them, yeah. I will do my best to recite them in double time. So, the list you have are Kuros, Ousti, Ouster, Outers, Outros, Outsee, Retook, Rechoose, Ruckus with a KUS, Ruettes, Roots, Ruots, Sauter, Suter, Stereo, Stoker, Stroke, Swerte, Tokers, Tusker, and Euster or Usita. There's a long list of 6s. If you didn't have that, then your word isn't allowed. However, to be honest, that's pretty much almost every combination of letters that can be put into a 6-letter word. Yeah. So your word was probably fine.
Euster, is that Euster as in I used to?
I can check that for you. I can't say it's coming to mind immediately. Yeah, it's just
as in I used to love her.
Yeah, as in used to.
Yeah.
USETER.
Yeah,
I don't like the sound of it personally, but yeah.
No, I don't like it. But am I right? Do I like that? No, I don't. All those words.
People are wondering if you were fishing for an I. A lot of people in chat had an A.
I was fishing for an I for Kairetsu, yes.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. Kairetsu, a conglomeration of businesses linked together by cross-shareholdings to form a robust corporate structure.
Apparently, apparently Euster is unpenciled, so get on it, lads.
Ooh.
Get on it. Right, 29 all, and it's round 5. Conor, back with you in the letters.
Oh, apparently it was penciled today.
I don't know if that was a joke by Bradley. We'll see. I'll look in a second.
Maybe. Conor.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. They are R, Z, and V. A, I, and U.
Consonant, please.
A T.
A vowel.
An E.
And a final consonant, please.
And a final N, and that's zoomed in. Conor.
Yeah, 7.
7, and Jonathan.
Stick with 7.
Okay. Yours, please, Conor.
Urinate.
Urinate, yeah.
Yeah, urinate as well.
And urinate. I've started doing uranite instead.
To sound extra fancy.
Yeah, exactly. It's uranite now rather than urinate. So, what was the other one? Was there another?
Could you have naturized? No, I guess not.
You could not, I'm afraid.
I tried that before. Yeah, I couldn't get. I was really annoyed it didn't work. But...
Yeah, there's nothing more. Again, there's a lot of rounds where there's a lot of words of the same length as the max, and no real kind of unique ones. But yeah, just again, shorter list than last round, thankfully. So your list of 7s are azurite, retzian, ruinate, taurine, unrivet, urinite, urinate, vaunter, and venturi. They're your 7s.
36 all. Tight game, round 6. Jonathan, your first numbers.
Just one large piece, Paul.
Straight bat. 7, 9, and 4. 3, 5, and your large one is 75. And your target $175. Okay, 175.
Yes, I have 175.
Yes, and Conor?
Yep, 175.
Okay, Jonathan, take it away.
Again, I've gone a really weird route, but that's just the first thing I saw. 9 times 3 is 27.
Yeah.
27 minus 7 is 20.
Yeah.
20 times 5 is 100.
Mhm.
Another 75.
75. Not weird at all. That's the way I saw. So.
Oh,
Conor?
okay. Oh.
Conor.
9 minus 4 is 5.
9 minus 4.
Times 5. Times 7.
75. Was it quite a nice way of 75 times 7 over 3? Inapt, so it's quite a nice little way of doing it.
Yeah, and we've got a milestone there. That was the 100th one large selection on ZoomDown. It means nothing, but it's there.
I rubbed off the scores. What were the scores there?
I was winning by about 20, I think.
Yeah, it was 59 to 69.
Yeah.
It's 46 all.
Yeah,
What's the score?
46, sorry. Yeah, 46 each.
My little joker. Oh well. So, we used a straight cricketing analogy there, Alan. Straight bat for people maybe going there one large, playing it safe enough. So we have time to talk to you now. You're a big cricketing fan.
I am, yes, absolutely.
I
I gave up, hand down and Scrabble.
To follow the cricket.
I do.
Just to sit and watch, or do you play?
Oh, I did play. Now I enjoy it vicariously through my boys.
Okay, they're playing. What age are they?
They're 11. I have twin boys.
Oh, twin boys, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like twins now too. They get on? Are they thick as thieves?
They do most of the time. Most of the time.
Right.
Not so much during lockdown, but most of the time.
And do they share have they got any countdown genes?
They like to play occasionally, but I think their talents are elsewhere. They're much better at computers and non-verbal reasoning and all that.
Right, I see.
Techie stuff.
Yeah, but it's a funny thing because I mean, as I said to you in my Facebook message, it was you were probably the person that got me into watching and playing Countdown, which was all those years ago when children's BBC was probably at its peak. So it was not like there was nothing else to watch. There was there was remember Philip Schofield in his broom cupboard and all at that time. I mean, that's what we should have been watching. Whereas I flicked over onto Channel 4 and there's somebody younger than me beating up all these adults on Countdown. I thought that was the most fascinating thing ever. It was, just to see the looks on their faces. How did it feel to you at the time, or did it not really, didn't faze you?
Yeah, I don't think it fazed me too much. I was quite competitive, quite quietly confident, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, suddenly, I had this I was fine up till like half an hour before the show, and then the nerves kicked in completely. And then I had a pep talk, and they did a preparation round, and then I just, you just ignore the noises. You somehow concentrate with the music
just
playing
get
in the
into
background.
the game. You get into the gameplay, don't you? I find that's what I find. Most people who've been to the studio will tell you that once the kind of the music starts, you sort of get stuck into the game. You forget about the fact that you're on the TV, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a good game that way. But how did you get treated by, say, the sort of like the green room? The other adults and stuff. Were you a source of amusement for them, or what? How did that all work?
You mean my opponents, or just?
Yeah, because you're like this little boy kind of coming in. Who's the little boy coming in here now?
I think it was understandably some took it better than others. I think it was quite a shock for the first few.
Yeah,
I guess. And yeah, I you feel a bit sorry for them later on, but at the time I wasn't.
As you get older yourself, you kind of go, I wouldn't want that happening to myself.
No.
I wouldn't want to be that guy who got beat up by the kid, no matter how good the kid is,
Yeah.
But I think it's fascinating. I think it's a fascinating debate. I mean, and they don't allow that anymore. They don't allow the sort of what you would call the prodigies to sort of go on. You have to be 16 now, which was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 16, you've got muscles. You know, you've got a deep voice. You've got, you know, you can join the army at 16. Whereas,
I'm shocked. When did that?
Don't know.
It was
around 2012 or so.
Yeah, 2011, 2012. Because I know this because I was about 13, 14 at the time, and I wanted to go on then, but I ended up being 17 when I went on. But
we had to wait a few years, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we were probably better then. So
yeah, like it's probably.
But would it have been better for us, Mouse, to watch you? You know, I mean, for me, it's from the viewer's perspective. That's what hooked me into Countdown, was turning over and seeing him beating up adults. Like that's
we've just had like Graham in the chat saying it was genuinely new and amazing to see a game show that had children competing on equal terms with adults, and I can agree with that because, like, as I said, I was 17 when I first went on Countdown, and even then I got quite a lot of people asking me, like, is this like some junior version of Countdown or something, because you're like not an adult or whatever. And I was like double the age of Allan and the likes of Tammy Dixon and people, so it's crazy.
But I think it's a debate that still needs to be had, because I mean you look at the schedule now. I mean I personally think they should readmit the younger ones again and move the schedule into the children's schedule like it used to be. So it's a choice if you can watch children's BBC or whatever, CBeebies or whatever it is now. You can watch that, or you can turn over and watch something a little bit more challenging, and then, you know.
I think it was some legal rules about like having children on TV that.
Yeah, it was safeguarding stuff. It wasn't because, you know, they didn't feel like they could or it was annoying them. But
if it was under the children's hour, James, you know what I mean? If it was something like that where this is children's hour, why can't children be on?
I think there was like a restriction on how much they could film in a day as well.
That might be something.
Yeah, Adam's mentioned the child labour laws.
Yeah, because it is a long day. I mean, it is. If you're lucky enough to get
it really is nowadays as well.
If you're lucky enough to get your whatever, how many matches you have in a day, 5 or whatever, if you're lucky enough to get those wins, it's a long day. It's a very, very long day. So, you know, what was the schedule? What was the schedule like back when you were going on? How many shows did you do a day?
Yeah, we shot 5. We shot 5 in the first day. Yeah, I think it was 5 or 6 in a day.
With very little food, they sort of throw a few sandwiches into the green room and let you sort of like fight over them. But
I was a poor eater at the time, and it was a source of immense frustration to my parents. My parents were.
I'd be a bit picky with pre-made sandwiches. You see, someone leaves it a plate of pre-made sandwiches. No, thank you. I don't like butter, so not on sandwiches. So I'm that fussy one who got very few carbs that day for very few calories. But it's and the show at the moment is started up with no audience. I mean, how do you remember just your experience of going there to be in the finals? What did the finals mean to you, and how was it different than your run in the show?
The finals, I felt more pressure. I think I mean, I was disappointed. I in my performance, I think I was kind of perhaps a bit overconfident, maybe. You know, I sort of was wanting. I was very competitive, and I wanted to get a high score. But yeah, it was, and I was very, I cried, which is sort of great amusement to my school friends, and got me a lot of ribbing over the years. And I turned down a kiss from Carol Vorderman as well. So I did lots of things. I did lots of things wrong that night.
I mean, I do wonder how well equipped children are to cope emotionally with a loss, and maybe that is partly why they.
I got over it.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of adults struggle as well.
Yeah.
To cope emotionally with the loss.
Fantastic point, Conor. Fantastic point. I mean, we're not talking about average children usually here as well.
Yeah.
They're usually very, very gifted children, and they want to be there. You know, I wanted to be there. I mean, I was growing up in the backwaters of Northern Ireland, and I suppose I looked at you, Allan, and thought, I thought I'd love to be doing. I mean, I was slightly better than some of your competitors.
There's Tim Morrissey after me from Ireland. I think he was from the Republic. But
it just felt like too big a journey back in the 80s. It was just that of like, oh, I'd love to do it, but it was like a pipe dream. It was something I could never have done, and it took me 31 years to pluck up the courage. It was only last year. It was only 2019 that I actually got on. So it's these things. I think that if the kids want to do it, let them go on. Look after them, but let them go on. It's
yeah, that would be my thought. I mean, there's interviews and and I think in my day, I think I arrived. They let me come a couple of days early so I could actually watch the program in the studio. I think it was at least a day or maybe 2 days early. So I think they looked after us, and you had kids on afterwards, like Tim Morrissey, who was 12, I think.
Connor was in the room. Connor was a big.
I think you had quite a few.
Connor was a big prodigy.
I've stopped watching on it.
You said something similar, Connor. Did you as well? That you was that just because you were sick, or did you turn up early? Did they sort of do the same?
I went twice before, but once was to film when they were doing guest presenters, and then Richard Whiteley passed away the night before, and another time was when I was I had some like vomiting bug and just started throwing up when I was getting ready to go on, and I was thinking, oh wow, I don't feel that nervous, but
Were you treated any differently as a minor?
Like, I think I guess they were a bit like, not, I wouldn't say like openly different. I think. Do you mean by like
Did they sort of specially look after you because you were young? Fellow?
Yeah, I think like stuff like this, but it also wasn't like
duty of care, shall we say?
It was sort of. I think a bit more like this, but rather than like kind of making an unnecessary fuss.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
But I mean, I assume you have your parents and stuff with you in these things anyway. It's not like it's not like
exactly.
It's not like you're going there. You're not like you're going there on your own. You're going there with your legal guardian or two, I imagine. So, who did you go with, Alan? Who went with you to the studio?
Yes, my parents.
Both your parents did, right?
Both my parents did. Yes.
Wow, that's loyalty. That's good support. So I'm sure they were very very proud. So. No, maybe we'll see another Saldanha on the show someday. Then maybe one of them. 11, you say? So they 5 years to wait now, as rules currently stand.
5 years. 5 years for them to work on it. I'll get them practicing right away.
5 years is about the right. Yeah, that's good training. That's good. You should get quite good in 5 years. Now you should. But it's been fabulous. It's fabulous to have you on, Alan. And I think we'd love to invite you to do a full.
At least you didn't ask me about my performance, thank goodness.
Well, we see. Like, I'm just coming to that. See, we might do that in detail if you would agree to a podcast. We're gonna me, myself, and Callum Todd, who's another fine player, the John Higgins, shall we say, of this sport. Now he's a tough competitor. But me and him do the podcast, and we're doing Damien Eady, the producer, on Sunday at 4. So tune in for that. It's going to be live. It's going to be like this. We're going to have a live sort of audience. They're going to behave themselves, I'm told. There's going to be spanner wielding, George, and all that, isn't there? Sort of stuff. Hopefully a bit of spanner wielding. But we'd love to invite you to do that as well, Alan. So
okay. Yeah.
To get a full sort of more archival, shall we say, chat with you and maybe go through your old games and stuff like that and your experiences in detail. We don't have much time now. We're in the middle of a very important game here tonight. But it's been amazing to get you on, and it's been a right fill up for ZoomDown.
I've enjoyed it.
It's just good to reflect and remind people of sort of champions past and present, and we are a small community, but we're a very intense community. We care about our
thriving during lockdown.
Yeah, we have been thriving during lockdown, and the community has become a lot closer, and it's good, and it's nice to get sort of faces from the past and stuff. Do you keep in touch with any old players, or did you all hate each other? Did you catch that? Hello. I say, do you keep in touch with any old players, or do you all hate each other?
No, unfortunately, I'm only in touch because I've given up Scrabble. So the only thing I do is the Cryptic Crossword Championship. So I meet a few Scrabble players through that who were ex-Countdowners, like Terry Kirk and David Webb. Probably long before everyone is Conor's memory and so on. But yeah, a few of them, and but no, not. I don't think I've met Harvey or people I was up against because I gave up Scrabble.
Yeah.
For cricket.
Well, if you're talking to any of your old Countdown buddies, mention ZoomDown, mention it, mention
Yes,
the community, mention the
yeah.
community. They're always welcome back into the fold.
Yeah.
And as I say, amazing to chat to you. So, everyone, give it up for the great Allan Saldanha. Thanks very much. Right, we're going to get on with this game. 46 all, 0 point game. Whew. How's the chat?
Yeah, the chat are good. I asked them a while back what their favourite moments from the series are.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people really like Monday's double, triple tie breaks.
That was amazing.
We've got a few others as well. Yeah. Owen said when Jamie Wynn got Anderson, as he called it.
When he got what?
Anderson.
When he got Anderson. Did he? Oh,
when he,
yeah. He nearly did the same. He nearly
recall what happened on TV when you lost to Jamie.
Yeah, it was. I think everyone, the opponent was winged really because I was winged. He just did that. He lets you think you're in the chance with a comeback, and then he'll get you at the end. He'll get you on the second con. But yeah, that was amazing. There's so many good moments of the series. It was.
Yeah, Philip liked Susie's cat. Thankfully, nobody mentioned Stevens. I've just mentioned Stevens. And
a lot of cats, yeah.
Graham as well. When during Eddie's episode, he fudged the numbers. Your little side eye to the camera, like. What's he doing? Right.
That's that look. I give my kids that look when they're bold. That's the bold. So everyone enjoying themselves tonight?
Yes. And they're all loving Alan's anecdote, and lots of applause in there for him as well.
Well, yeah, he's a very popular man, and he's agreed now. That's it in writing, Alan, or we're not in writing,
Sorry?
but it's in a verbal contract. You're doing the podcast now, so you can't back out. We'll organise it. We'll find a propitious time to do it for you. So yeah, we're going to
sort out the appearance fee with my agent. My agent will be in touch.
Yeah, Countdown budgets are very, 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 very small these days. Very, very small now. So you don't get a teapot on this show. You get a tea bag. That's what you get. Good quality one now, but that's about it. They'll all be in the post. Right, we're getting on with this game. So, round 7. Conor, take it away.
Could I have 3 consonants and 3 vowels, please?
You can. H, L, and P. Help. I, U, and O.
And a consonant?
An S.
And a consonant?
A D.
And a final consonant, please.
Okay, and a final F, and that's zoomed in. Conor.
Yeah, 7.
7, and Johnny.
7.
Okay, yours please, Conor.
Upholds.
Upholds, yes.
Yeah, and exactly the same upholds.
You're holding up upholds?
Holding
yes.
up upholds, that's right, yeah.
Right.
Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. We see that, yes. Dishful, James, was the one I was going. Was like, dishful, is that a word?
Dishful.
It is a word, as I can see. It is a word.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I
Dishful.
suppose a dishful, a plateful.
Is that what it means? Yeah, there's too many of those, I think, nearly, aren't there? There's another one here.
Yeah, cupful. Yeah, so there are a few. So you've got upholds, which has already been mentioned. You can also have upfolds, which I haven't looked up, but I feel like, to fold something upwards, I suppose. And yeah, so you've got
upfolds and downfolds, really. I think they're the things, probably nouns, are they? Upfold.
Upfolds. You have dishful, shopful,
Yeah.
and loudish. So they're all 5.
It's the fact, yeah. I just don't like them. Yeah, they just look weird. They just look a little bit weird. I think those shopful and dishful.
Yeah, they should get rid of shop full now because you can't have a shop full because
No, you can't exactly have a socially distanced shop. Really.
Remove it from the dictionary briefly.
Right, so those were 7s. Well done if you got those. 53 all. Round 8. Jonathan.
3 constants and 3 vowels, please, Paul.
Okay. S, G, and C. O, E, and I.
Consonant.
An M.
A consonant, please.
A D.
And a vowel, please.
Final O. Jonathan.
7.
7. And Conor.
Yeah, 7.
Yours, please, Jonathan.
I will go with medicos.
Medicos, yes. And Conor.
Goodies.
And goodies. Well, James, how many flat rounds have we had so far?
This must be, one of the flattest games, I think.
It's definitely the flattest so far.
This entire series.
Another big list for you to read out.
Well, here we go again. So I've got one's goodies, mooges, smooge, smooged, medicos and miscode, sodomic as well, and the other one which I didn't know the meaning of is coming up now. The other one which is goomies, and a goomie is Australian slang. It's a person addicted to methylated spirits.
Drinking methylated spirits, man. Yeah.
Oh, wrong camera.
He's got the goomies. Yeah.
People are enjoying how Jonathan's camera seems to move up down as like with the music.
Oh, is it very precarious? Is it? It's sort of.
Yeah, but apparently it was going in time to the music.
It's me
You have
to the
it- you have
music,
it-
maybe.
You have it sitting on your woofer, do you?
No, just on a table.
The bass is too heavy.
Yeah. It actually is, yeah.
Do you want me to turn it down a bit, or?
No, it's all.
Okay.
No, we enjoy. I think it was a compliment, wasn't it?
That's great.
Yeah.
It might be me bopping up and down inadvertently. I don't know. It is quite good. It is pretty good music, you know.
It's all right. Thanks.
You compose
It is quite good. Well, yeah, it's pretty.
Indeed.
It's quite good to pretty good there in mid sentence. But anyway, okay. Round 9 is Conor. Your numbers, please.
1 large number, please.
Not going for any outlandish numbers picks this final.
No, he's playing a straight bat. Definitely. Okay. 7, 3, and 8. 6, 4. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. And your target.
Have a breather, everyone.
Oh,
5
God.
points for an LNAFP solution. 100. Can't get it the other way. Conor, please.
800.
Yes, Jonathan.
Dinosaur.
Your dinosaur probably got it, did he?
I think he did, yeah.
And they have notoriously small brains, so I'd say yeah. Oh, Conor, your way, please.
I did 6 times 3 is 18.
6 times 3.
Plus 7 is 25. Times 4 is 100. Times 8.
Nice. Jonathan?
I just did 100 times 8. Sorry.
100 times 8. All right.
Yeah, I thought
I did it. Mine was an LNAFP solution as well, which was 4 plus 6 for the 10, 3 plus 7 for the 10, times 8. Yeah. So very, very easy, that one.
Yeah, I don't think Jonathan deserves to win after that, to be honest. I think we should just hand it to Conor here.
Did I say minus 5 points for using the 100? Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Can I do 7 plus 3 times 10 times 8 and then 6 plus 4 times 10?
I did. Yeah.
No, because it's already been offered.
And I got no points for it, so you're not getting any points for it.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, it's inseparable. Oh, are we frozen, James?
Are we? I'm fine. You guys are okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, is it Apterus is the issue?
Yeah, that's Apterus. It wouldn't go through that game.
No, that was me. I forgot to hit. Apparently, I declared 800. So.
Oh, you declared, so you're winning. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
All right, so pick that through then.
If pause, there we go.
Right, we're in. Okay, so. Oh, so numbers. Yeah, that numbers didn't. You'll need to click that.
Oh, it's fine. Like, you can just talk and we can just quickly end the round.
Right, so 70 points all. It's still a 0 point game. Very slow that, James. I'm not getting any buttons to press.
No, neither am I. I'll have to refresh them.
We'll just refresh the whole page.
Hi, chat. How are you doing today?
Yeah, catch us up on chat banter.
Yeah, what's happening in the chat?
There's a lot of love for the dinosaur, I think.
What are you drinking tonight, Conor? What's the tipple of choice?
It's Old Jamaica ginger beer.
Ooh.
Best ginger beer around.
Didn't recognise it. Yeah, Old Jamaica ginger beer.
I did recognise it because I really like Old Jamaica drinks. So I actually noticed you're drinking that, and I used to collect them. There's they only ever do the ginger beer, but there's quite a lot of flavours actually. Like there's a strawberry one, and yeah. Like all the other drinks are nice, but they only ever seem to be able to find the ginger beer. I don't know why.
Right, round 10 is back with you, Jonathan. Your letters.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
See if we can split these boys. So N, D, and N. E, and O.
Consonant. And a consonant.
B.
And a vowel, please.
Down to final. Final A. How did you get on?
I only see 7.
Okay, and Conor?
8, I think.
Your 7, please, Jonathan.
End note.
End note, yes. Conor?
Bonneted.
Leave it to you, James.
Yeah, bonneted is in. Congratulations.
Well done.
Takes the lead.
And we have a split finally.
It's also the only 8 available, so we've finally broken the trend of flat rounds.
Wow.
Hey.
Well done, Conor. I've never heard of that.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Bonneted.
you in the chat got bonneted as well.
As in wearing a hat. You had a bonnet on. Is that what it means? Or nothing to do with having an
I have
accident?
no idea.
Bonneted.
I'll double check it for
James
you.
is looking it
It'll
up
be
now.
bonneted, yeah, wearing a bonnet.
Yeah,
Wearing a bonnet.
bonneted. Yeah, wearing a hat tied under the chin that has a brim that frames the face.
Like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Someone's got to wear one on ZoomDown next series, right? Okay.
Example given being a Victorian portrait of a bonneted matron holding a baby in a white ruffled dress.
So typecast. Okay, 78.
Before that round, I did mention in chat, oh, it's a really close game tonight. And then Conor beats Jonathan on that round.
Commentator's curse, George. That's what happened.
Sorry if I jinxed it, Jonathan.
That's
Mention
what
it again.
happened.
It's still relatively close, isn't it?
It is. Still within striking distance. Very
Hey,
close
keeps
game.
it interesting.
Conundrum now.
Oh, Mouse has got Mouse. It's Bishop Mouse is in the room.
Am I bonneted?
You are bonneted. Yeah. Are you tied? You have it tied underneath your chin.
Nice, man.
You have it tied
I
under
can
here then.
pretend to with these headphones.
That's the chit. That's it. Yeah, you can pretend to.
Nice.
Mouse is bonneted. You're gonna roast now, man. It's a warm night too. Literally got a tea cozy on your head now. You're gonna keep your teapot warm.
The best part about this tea cozy is it has another tea cozy inside it.
Oh. Russian tea cozies.
Russian tea cozy.
Russian tea cozies. All right. So, well, it gets very cold in Russia. You need one. You need more than one tea cozy, don't you? You need multiple layers. Eventually, I'll get to this. Round 11. That is back with you, Conor.
Can I start with 3 consonants and 3 vowels, please?
You can, and they are N, M, and L. O, U, and I.
A consonant, please.
A T,
A vowel.
an A,
And a final consonant, please.
a final P. Conor.
8.
8. And Jonathan,
I've only got 7, I'm afraid.
which is
Pantoum.
Pantoum. Okay. Conor, you're 8.
Platinum.
Platinum.
Very
Very
well done.
nice.
Yes.
Very nice solve. Platinum. Beautiful. That's a lovely 8. Well, James, was there any more?
There's
I think I had one.
on.
Pulmonia.
pulmonia, yes, any disease concerning the lungs, particularly pneumonia. That's one of the 3 8s available. So plumation or pulmation, if anyone was wondering, isn't valid. 8's the best. So yeah, platinum and pulmonia are the other 2, and pilotman is the other one.
It's similar to a 9 that I missed when I was on the TV. It was a word I didn't know, which was pulmonate.
Oh, pulmonate, yes.
Which Philip told me was very, very high probability. As if you should have got that. I was like, really? I didn't know it.
It always helps when someone tells you that just after you've missed it.
Yeah, you're like, it's only high probability if you know the word. Really? Yeah. Oh, very good, Conor. Nice 8. 70. 16-point game. Round 12 is your letters, Jonathan.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please, Paul.
Okay. F, D, and N. I, and E.
And a consonant, please.
Is an M.
And an M, sorry. And a consonant, please.
A P.
And a vowel, please.
And a final. Finally, and that's zoomed down. Jonathan, how'd you get on?
I am going to try a 7.
Okay, and Conor?
I'll try a 7 as well then.
Okay, Jonathan, you're a 7.
It's very possible I've made this up. Femini.
Okay.
F-E-M-I-N-I-E.
Okay, we'll look at that in a moment. And Conor?
Miniped.
Miniped. James.
So, I have good news and bad news.
Guess which way around it is.
And it's the other way around this time. Femini is a Darren. Miniped, unfortunately, not in.
Well played. Good word. Nice. Very, very nice.
Nice.
Come back on.
We've also had some mini-peds in the chat, but no feminis. So very well done, Jonathan.
Yep, evaded me as well when playing along. Yep, so appears to have beaten everyone there.
Stephen, that spoiled your stat, doesn't it? That spoiled your stat from earlier.
Well, it gives me something to talk about. That's the first time Conor's been beaten in a letters round.
Exactly. That's take out a full page ad.
I think it's also must be the first time he's declared an invalid word as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Miniped, where were you hearing that one from? Miniped.
I think it was like monoped, but not miniped.
Maybe, yeah. Or sometimes brand names can get stuck in your head, I find.
Yeah.
Like it could be a scooter called a Miniped or something. But anyway, well done, Jonathan. You're back within striking distance.
No idea where that came from, but anyway.
Femini, very nice.
Just one of those words that you just feel like you've seen like at some point at the back of your mind, and just I wasn't sure if I'd made it up, you know?
Yeah, it looks like feminine with an N missing. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because I was. What does it mean, James?
Was that, sorry?
What does it mean, femini?
Oh, femini. Femini is a the more common definition is, if I can get the tab up, so it's women considered collectively, so womankind.
Ah, okay, right.
There is a second definition, but it's with capital usually, so that's the main non-capital definition.
And it's not pejorative at all. It's women using it for other women.
So collectively, womankind.
Right, okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. Round 13, the final letters game of ZoomDown this series is Conor. Yours, please.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. They are N, D, and R. E, U, and U.
And a consonant.
A H.
And a consonant.
An S.
And a final consonant, please.
Okay, and a final T, and that's zoomed down. Conor.
8.
8. Jonathan.
8.
Yours, please, Conor.
Thunders.
Thunders.
Yeah, thunders.
Thunders, 2 thunders. Thundercats tonight. Yeah, there was a few falso 9s. I was thinking under thus.
Under thus.
I had undershot written down. But I think it's
Did stand out, but yeah, I would have stuck with the 8, thankfully. So 8 was the best. Yeah, 3 available. Thunders, as we've mentioned, unrushed, and
that was mine. Yeah.
And unrusted as well.
Unrusted,
which doesn't sit well with me.
Unrusted.
Yeah,
well, I suppose things that are maybe prone to rust, you could use it in that kind of context. I found a Ford Sierra, and it's completely unrusted.
Mm.
You know, you would expect it to be completely rusted, but it's
absolutely
that kind of thing. It's unrusted. So, well, no wonder thus, for those of you wondering, just me, is it?
Nice one from Tom Stevenson in the chat. If you're Eamon Holmes, you may be interested in some Ruth nudes.
All right, so that was
On to a countdown plan by a nude Hurst.
But which one?
Which one? Yeah, which one?
There is a correct answer, but I will not say who it is.
Wait, if you said it, then why is there a correct answer? That's the follow-up question.
I have this argument a lot with another member of the Countdown community who will remain anonymous. But you've probably guessed.
Yes, I have now.
5 to 94, is that it? Yeah. Round 14 is Jonathan. Your last numbers.
Given that I had enough trouble adding up the score there, I will just go. It's 9 difference, isn't it? So I'll just go for one large. I'll go for one large, please.
Straight bat, okay. Hoping to get the crucial. And your numbers are 10, 6, and 9. Four, 1, and your large one is 25. And your target. $561. That's zoomed out. Okay. 561. Jonathan?
Yes, 561.
And Conor?
Yeah, 561.
Your way, please, Jonathan.
9 multiplied by 6 is 54. 54 multiplied by 10 is 540. Plus 25 is 565.
Yeah.
And take away the 4 for 561.
Very nice. 561. Very good. 10 points. And Conor?
Same way.
On the same weight. 9 times 6 times 10 plus 25 minus 10. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Very, very nice. So
the series has gone all the way down to the final round.
But was it going to be any other way, James? Was it really? You could have laid money on this tonight, couldn't you?
And Jonathan's got the record with the conundrums as well.
Ooh.
9 points in it. There's enough there, Jonathan. There's 10 points for this round. So
Good luck, Conor.
Good luck,
I'm
man.
just going to
Good
talk
luck.
you through it. So for the benefit of our viewers who will be maybe joining in late.
Very, very late in the series.
Very late. But yeah.
Well, for the uninitiated, if you've joined right at the final round, Paul has turned his camera off. He's writing up the conundrum on the board. He will announce when it's about to be revealed, and when the music starts, his camera will turn on with the conundrum on, and to buzz, they must say the word buzz and buzz only, not the answer. Paul will let them know when to give the answer.
Okay, now just trying to remember the answer. Yeah, okay.
That would help.
That really would help. So, without further ado, best of luck, gentlemen. Very, very best of luck to both of you as we reveal this season's final Zoom Down conundrum. Conor.
Transmute.
Transmute for that. Fantastic.
Instant.
Excellent.
Absolutely amazing.
Might be the
Fantastic.
fastest solve this series as well.
Fantastic. Wow. Unbelievable. That was amazing. Transmute. Most people look at that and think unmatters and then work it from there. Really, no.
And you were worried that was going to go unsolved, Paul.
I was very worried that was going to go unsolved. I was, but my fears have been eased Conor, we'll come to you in a moment. Jonathan, commiserations.
I couldn't have done anything about that. I was, that was too fast.
You feel like Elliot now, do you? Yeah. You know how Elliot feels now.
Well, Elliot was 10 ahead, wasn't he? I was 9 behind.
He was 10 ahead. Yeah, he was 10 ahead.
Yeah, no. I mean, we all know what Conor's like, so just happy to take him to a crucial and beat him on a letters round, which is like the first time.
You should put that on the wall behind you now. We'll get that printed out for you. What's that word? What was the word? Femini?
Femini, yeah.
You should, and big letters on behind you now for next series.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be in next series, unfortunately, because we have this rule. You see that the top eight don't make it, but we'll definitely have you back for series 3. So you've been amazing, Jonathan. You've been brilliant to watch as ever.
Thank you very much.
You've been absolutely brilliant. I hope everyone has enjoyed watching you.
I've loved Jonathan's facial expressions when he's working out. He goes, it's just so expressive.
King of the facial, that's what he is. He's king of the facial. I said to McCollum when I first met him, I was like, I loved watching you on TV because you were just an emotional roller coaster, and you kind of you live it. It's like Jurgen Klopp heading every corner in kind of thing.
I get quite excited, but
but that's good. That's the enthusiasm that people love to see, I think, and you follow that and you play along. So that was amazing performance, and hard luck. You lost to probably the greatest player of all time. So no shame in that.
I'm not in any way unhappy. Conor was brilliant. Well played, Conor, by the way. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So, it's a really good game. So thank you so much for having me. It's been
you are most welcome, Jonathan.
And thank you very much to all the team. It's been a wonderful experience. And now I'm going to sit back and watch the other greats. Have a beer.
Excellent. Well, thank you very, very much. And we'll hope to see you in Brighton next summer. Maybe if we can get a co-event organised, that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely great.
Get a bit of a party in Brighton.
Yeah. That would
I like an beach party myself now too, so partial to one of those.
Yeah.
But Conor, we will come to you, our inaugural ZoomDown champion. Congratulations and very, very, very well done.
Yeah.
Put it into words first. What does it mean adding this ZoomDown trophy to your cabinet, to your stocked cabinet?
Yeah, I think the thing is, I think it gets like when you're young, you don't really care that much, or you just assume like if you win, you'll keep winning or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think like as you get a bit older and the standard just gets higher and it gets harder and harder, it like each time it's more surprising actually.
More rewarding?
Yeah, more rewarding as well. Yeah.
You mentioned the trophy, Paul, but I think we forgot to introduce the trophy earlier.
We did introduce. We'll leave that for the presentation at the moment. We did. We had a lot to do on our intro. We forgot. It wasn't. We normally don't start a show by showing you a trophy. So, but yeah, it's been brilliant, Conor, and you were a great sounding board and advice for the early stages of it as well. I was keeping you up to date with what was happening and getting great advice, and it's been a wonderful series, and I'm glad it's been won by a wonderful champion in a wonderful final. So I'm very happy host.
Incredible, like Femini is
You're gonna remember that one. It's always the words you lose on you remember, isn't it? It's always the ones that beat you.
Yeah.
That's got to be spot of the game, definitely.
Femini, yes, it has. But it's been amazing. Mouse, what did you make of that?
Yeah, obviously, I guess I didn't expect anything different. I was glad that Jonathan pulled it back to like make it interesting and make it crucial and all that. Like
so am I, because I didn't have to pick 6 small in the last numbers round, so that was I didn't really fancy that.
I mean, some of the letters rounds were a bit flat.
Three of the numbers, weren't they? We had a run of them, really.
Yeah, and then like 3 out of 4 numbers rounds had a target that was a multiple of 25. So in terms of like the actual rounds, it probably wasn't the most interesting, but it was great seeing you guys play. It was great like talking to Allan and all the rest of it. And yeah, just cheers for letting me do whatever I do for ZoomDown. It's been really fun.
That's good to hear, Tom. That's very good to hear, and I'm sure everyone feels the same. It's been brilliant. It's been a brilliant series, and I couldn't have asked for more. This was just designed. And Callum Todd to thank as well. I didn't mention him earlier because he was part of all those initial conversations about getting this up and
he was the first one to do the streaming and kind of told the rest of us how to get on with it. So
And it was, I mean, it was not even intended. This was intended to sort of be a demonstration. We didn't live stream the first episode. We just uploaded it because it was meant to be a demonstration for others as to how to entertain yourself during lockdown. And then it sort of turned into, well, people quite like this. And there's a crowd, and people are chatting, and they come every Monday and Thursday, and they seem to like it, and they're staying, and and having the countdown producer kind of getting in there nice and early to watch as well is just a brilliant feeling. It's great having an idea and it all kind of, it's like Hannibal from the A-Team. We love it when a plan comes together, but it's, the plans don't come together very often. Excuse me. And that's why it's so kind of rewarding for me to have had this series. And yeah, we will do more series, but this series has just been a feature of lockdown. Lockdown is embedded is ingrained in the fabric of ZoomDown, really. So it's be interesting to see how that affects it, how the lack of lockdown maybe affects it going forward. I don't know. Will there be the same appetite? I was keen to make sure we got as many of my favorite players on this tournament as possible, and that's kind of what we've done. And
yeah.
Rant over.
I should point out we have something left to come at the end of this, so don't go away yet.
Oh, we do. We have lots more for you. We have lots more entertainment for you tonight.
Yeah, hang around, guys.
We will. Yeah. So, Stephen.
Yeah.
How did you find that? What have you've enjoyed this series? It's given you lots of spreadsheet action.
Yeah, I got so bored that I made a spreadsheet containing every ZoomDown game, and I've done stats to them and see what comes out.
Well, it's been great, and the people have loved to hear from them. So, give us a few more. What is this? What has this? The end of season stats, shall we say?
Yeah, the end of season stats. We've had 61 games containing 58 players. There's been a total of 11,808 points, 1,131 maxed rounds, 49 nine-letter words have been spotted. Let's see, there have been 23 crucial conundrums, 4 tie breaks.
That's great.
And there were 10 double centuries just in the preliminaries, which is more than the total number of double centuries in the preliminaries of any countdown game.
Of the history of the 1590 era, yeah. Which is going back a long number of years, isn't
there
it?
were 8, I think.
Yeah.
Entries in prelims.
Oh, it's been
10
brilliant.
here.
The standard has been so high. What that stat you mentioned about the average winning score and the average losing score? How has that changed since you last mentioned it? That was Hyper. You mentioned those scores, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Hyper. It was around then.
I think it was during my game, actually.
Was it? Yeah, that was.
Well, the average performance I've done it for the preliminaries, is 95.1 points and 9.06 maxes.
Wow.
The average losing score, 84.8 points and 8.04 maxes. Now, that's ridiculous. I've got another stat to show you exactly how ridiculous that is. I wanted to see if there was an Octo champ in Televised Countdown who's had a run that hard. And luckily...
I wasn't an Octo champ, but I had a hard run.
Yeah, luckily, Graham Cole does Ask Graham in the forums. And he's answered that question. The Octo champ with the hardest run, as defined by how many maxes their opponents get, is Mark Murray from Series 70. He had a bunch of really difficult games. His opponents combined for 53 maxes, which is 6.63 per game.
Yeah.
No other Octo champ's opponents has gone over 6.
And ours is high 8s. That's mad.
Yeah. And if you want to look at the people on ZoomDown who've had 4 games, not necessarily won 4, but played 4, all of their opponents have averaged over Mark Murray's total. Even Steve Anderson, his was the lowest at 6.75. Ian Vellante, 7.5. Let's see, our 2 finalists, Jonathan's opponent's average was 9.5. Connor's was 9.75. Dan McCombs, his opponent's average 10 maxes. And the winner, if you want to call it that, the Tetra champ with the hardest run is Bradley. His opponents averaged 10.5 maxes per game.
He'll like that now. He will. He'll like that. Bradley be like, yeah, I
Now,
had a tough
for comparison, 10.5 maxes is what I averaged in my Octarun.
Yeah. And you got a top score. What did you get?
9.15.
Yeah, which is yeah.
So on average,
formidable tally. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Callum has shouted in the chat. How many rounds of ZoomDown have been played, Stephen? Is it around about 1,000? Well, there've been 61 games. 61 times 15 is 915.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There have been specials. There have been 2.
So 1 round for every point you got in your Octa total as well. Then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've got to add the 5 tie-break rounds. So that's 920.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now working this out live. So we've got the Hyper. That was 2 9-rounders and a 15-rounder. So that's another 33. So that's 953. The number specials. Those were 5
6 9-rounders, 6 9-rounders and 1 15-rounder.
Yep. So that's 54.
69.
That's another 69.
So yes.
Nice.
How many rounds?
Yeah. So that was what 953 plus 69 is 1,022.
22. Wow. 1,022 rounds. 1,022 times I have said, and that's ZoomDown. Yes.
60 odd of those times you've said, and now for the ZoomDown conundrum.
Yeah.
And 5 of those times you've said now for a tie break, and once you've said now for a second tie break.
I can't believe we had to hear the ZoomDown music over 1,000 times.
But it's been good. Sorry, it was a bit loud in early episodes until we figured out the whole sharing screen thing. Andy Platt's episode, it was very, 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 very loud. It was really, I don't know why. I think I turned up instead of down that night.
Oh yeah. By the way, that's 8.5 hours of ZoomDown music.
We did some end round earlies, but probably not that many. Not that many. No.
We'll upload one of those like 10-hour loop things to YouTube.
Well, it's been a fabulous series, and I think it's that time, Fiona.
Yep.
Where we say congratulations to Conor Travers. You are our ZoomDown champion. So congratulations. Where is this trophy? He asks.
Well, this trophy will soon be made available to you, but for idea of scale. Here, this wonderful trophy that you can see next to me. This trophy, however, is unfortunately not actual size.
Is that Conor or the trophy not actual size? I'm not sure which is.
I'd say both. Probably, whilst of significant size, is probably not roughly, about half the size of Conor, and it is also not twice the size of
It literally isn't that big. It's not that big.
Foreshortening.
Tiny, but it's not like the European Cup or anything like that. It's not. It's not a big, big trophy.
It is, however, glistening, majestic, and going to a worthy winner.
It's going to a very, very worthy winner. So congratulations, Conor, once again, and I hope to see that displayed. Sometime we get you back for a special next year or something, next series.
Yeah, I mean that's the gutting thing is like I can't play next season.
Can't defend your title. Yeah. Well, there might be a COC or something in a couple of series times where we can maybe get some big matches put together again. But
ourself and Mouse will seek our revenge next series from Bradley.
Oh yeah, that's happening. Nice.
No, but Bradley
yeah.
We'll have to get your new address off you, Conor, and post that to you.
Yes,
does the runner-up still get £1,000?
It's great.
Now you get a wooden spoon. Oh wait, you already have one.
Jonathan, you've really sort of changed. You've changed look now since you've stopped
it's my more casual look now.
But I have done, but it's not bonneted yet.
Not bonneted, yes.
Yeah.
This is disguise for appearing next series. He'll just appear, but just like in a different.
We will be analysing vocal patterns next year to see
who is this mysterious Jonathan Lose.
Are there any women here today?
Never heard that.
Well, that's harsh.
I am.
It's all right. I expected to lose.
Sorry.
I don't think. Oh.
What were you saying, Stephen?
This isn't. Who is this Jonathan you speak of? I am Guy Incognito.
Juan. Well, that was amazing tonight. That was absolutely brilliant. And stick around because we have one little last thing to say to leave you with. So it goes before we go. Fiona, I wanted to say thank you to all the sort of the ancillary things that we use on ZoomDown. Charlie, Aptris.org. It's a fantastic site for learning to play Countdown. If anyone hasn't used it, get over there and do it. It's only £20 a year, cheaper than a round of golf. I'd like to thank Chloe and her Facebook group for letting me whore my wares 2 or 3 times a week and getting the word out for ZoomDown. So thanks very much to her, and Callum Carton and Paul Hindus, and our own George Armstrong as well from there. Who else? The C4C gang, I suppose, for starting a little bit of debate.
Yeah, the guys keep the wiki up to date, and
that's right. Yeah, thanks to Reese and whoever else was doing that. Much appreciated, because that's been a really key feature, I think, of this tournament, is having it like the show, having the scorecards up there, so people, even if they miss it, they can. I know a lot of people like to digest their countdown by reading the scorecards,
and most of all our contestants, of course, and our special guests, and the guys in the chat who've kept things really lively and been fantastic.
Thanks to James as well for making Ziggy for the number specials.
Oh, there's so many thanks, but yeah, I suppose especially to the viewers, because thanks for watching. You were the ones that turned this from a simple demonstration video into a sort of regular series. So thank you very much for that, and for your enthusiasm and having a bit of banter and having a bit of crack. And I think that's what's good. I think the community is tighter than ever, and hopefully that'll be reflected when we get a co-event as well. I think we'll all be dying to see each other and get a real hug, if we're allowed to hug at the time.
I think James has got a co-event on the 5th of September that he's hoping to run in West Yorkshire.
West Yorkshire.
And then 10th of October we've got Blackpool.
Yeah.
My birthday.
Blackpool, yeah.
Means you'll have to buy me a cake.
But before we start all those up, we will have the podcast on Sunday with myself and Callum, and that's Damien Eady. So I'm expecting a big crowd in for that. Get in there and ask lots of questions. You might not get them all read out, but we'll curate the best of them, or James will curate the best of them and give them over. Very much looking forward to that. As we heard earlier on, Alan has kindly agreed to do one in the near future. I'll chat to you, Alan, about that and see when suits to do that. Usually a Sunday we like to sort of do that when we get a quiet period. So thanks to everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the team. And I guess we'll see you next year. You'll see you going to miss it. We'll see you in Dynasties. But
is there another Dynasties coming up soon?
Yeah, Dynasties probably. We're going to take a bit of a break. I haven't really organised a date, but take a few weeks off, and then you'll hear from me. So you'll hear from me when that's going to be going. So thank you very much, and Fiona is going to leave you
with something special,
with a little video that we made earlier. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in season 2.
Cheers all, bye bye.
Buzz, zoom down. Buzz, zoom down.
Buzz,
zoom down.
Buzz,
zoom down.
buzz,
Zoom down.
buzz,
Zoom down. Zoom down.
buzz,
Zoom down.
buzz,
Zoom down.
buzz,
Zoom down. Zoom down. Zoom down. Zoom down. Zoom down.
Time again.
Oh, sugar.
I was supposed to come to you.
Come to you. Well, 50 minutes before the watershed. I think. Yeah, we'll.
Tracy, what's a wanger?
A man's penis.
Is what?
Say again.
A man's penis. That's what a wanger is.
That's the official.
I told you that's why you stuck out a mile. Yeah.
Tracy Mills
And
definition.
is another interesting
She's got a
one
new
as well.
nickname though.
No, I was really put off by it.
Wow.
The fact we're one letter away from vaginosis.
If you do not have any one of those 7s, your word is not valid.
We love it. Good thing we're on lockdown, or it would be from the pub. You know, where are you? I'm in the pub. Yeah, and I got 7. 7. Yeah. Hope we get 2 crackers.
Yeah, that's right. And
That's what I was looking for. Then.
Oh yeah. That's
Good job you're not playing, George.
455, is it? Oh, then it just added the 4.
And the meal after was really nice as well.
Thought there might have been a sneaky second in there, George, but no. I'll play my move.
Much neater.
Politically incorrect.
One of each, please.
Okay. An A. And the final R. And that's a dirty version of ZoomDown, this, isn't it?
I thought I'd write a poem to try and make you smile, because maybe you've not done it in a long while. Now, I know what you're thinking, if it's one of Pam Ayres or Rufus Hounds. Well, listen up, give me a minute, see how it sounds. It has been tough, the fright and the fear. Many have sadly gone. Wish they were still here. Back in March, shops were stripped bare. The queues were getting longer, longer than your hair. Time has gone on, we've learnt new skills, none of which will help pay the bills. As we go online for our countdown fix, no one in Rachel's chair, but Paul is in Nick's. Stephen Reed with his funny false nines, DJ Mark with his funny little lines. Oh, did I say funny? I think I meant cheesy. Elliot sat there thinking, this is too easy. Bradley craving his 6 small, Mr. Edie always being draw. Sorry if I've missed you out, there's too many to choose. But I know you're only here to see who's going to lose. Then the chat turns blue. Yes, Andy, I'm looking at you. Let's pray we've ridden the storm as we move into a new norm. Back to work, back to the grind. Let's not forget the fun we'll leave behind. We've reached the June sunshine as we enter lockdown day number 69.
69.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but dare not speak. But that is my kind of peak. I hope you raise a smile, come to the end, and even if you haven't, please can't you just pretend?